Hello and welcome to Wargaming to another GBHL YouTube channel video here with your channel host GBHL James, bringing you a hobby vlog. It's not quite Monday, but it's about time you guys had a little bit of an update from me because I've not managed to get a hobby vlog up. But I have been doing some hobbying. Those of you that follow Hotgates Gaming will have seen that I've of course been trying to make progress with my Alchemist team for the wonderful Guild Ball game. But I'm also getting together my Throne of Skulls list, and I think in the last update I was showing you some of the progress that I'd made with the cloaks on the 10 Riders of Rohan and their foot version equivalents ready for the Warhammer World event, which is at the end of this week. I'm very excited. Steve, you excited?
Very excited.
He's excited. He's shouting all the way from Altrincham. We've got like a cup and a string between our houses. We're actually both in here doing a little bit of hobbying at the moment, so I thought we'd come in and we'd show you what we're up to. So I am down here. Oh, don't get too worried when I bring the camera down there. There we go. So I'm down here at the moment because I'm of course trying to get these guys up to scratch ready for the event. So you already know that I had been painting the cloaks, so hopefully this won't be too bright. Let's have a little look. There we go. Painting the cloaks, not just on the guys on foot, but also the riders as well. So obviously I'd already done that, but another thing that I have been doing is also painting the wood effect. So if I just bring that round here, so you've got a little bit of a better look. If you look at the axe shaft there, and that's really what I've been doing with these. Remember, these guys are being repainted. So you know, apart from the cloaks and the wood, all of this is from when I first started out in the hobby. So you can see there, what I've done is paint a bit of a wood effect. The way that you do that is you get Mournfang brown, and then you put a wash over that Mournfang brown, and then you get the Steel Legion drab and you just take thin little slithers and you paint that down, making sure they don't make contact so that you can get that kind of wood grain effect. And so far I've done that on all the guys on foot, and on the guys that are mounted I have actually just put the Mournfang brown on at the moment, just waiting for that to dry, and then I'll put a wash on, and once the wash is on then I'll start going through and doing the Steel Legion drab lines. One thing that I've also been doing is one of you guys out there wanted to point out, I think in one of the pictures that I put up, about the horses, saying that my cloaks have gone up in standard, but my horses have gone down in standard. Remember, these are old paint jobs. I'd only done the cloaks, redone the cloaks at that point in that picture. What I have been doing, now that I know how to use green stuff a little bit, is filling up some of the cracks in the horses. There you can see, because of course you do get some gaps. Ready for the horses to be repainted, which is going to be my next step after doing the wood on these guys. Remember, every single colour on here needs to be redone. You know, that's the leather armour, the shields, the horses, everything needs to be redone. So far, just the cloaks fully done at the moment. I want to add some stuff to the bases as well. Also been making a little bit of progress with Defenders of Rohan armour, just little bits really, just to treat myself when I've had the long slog. So if we can get this guy in focus. Just some base colours gone on at the moment, some base colours, a little bit of wash has gone on various bits, but then a lot of that just needs highlighting, to be perfectly honest, and then picking out some of the detail. Not a terribly complicated model to paint, apart from the fact that his armour is pretty ornate. But this hobby blog isn't about me. No, I'm about to bring it down in standard quite significantly. I'm sorry for doing this. But as you all know, there is, well, you should know, if you're on the Great British Hobby League Facebook page, which you all should be, because it's a fantastic hub of hobby activity and community activity, then you should not be able to go through a day without seeing updates from various bits of terrain for the world famous the Scouring of Che-Shire. That's right, look, it's Cool Steve, everybody.
How you doing?
Welcome to the GBHL podcast. How you doing, Cool Steve?
Very well, yeah. Bit tired from doing these tiles, shingles, whatever you want to call them, but yeah, good.
Yeah, and down here we have got the one and only Green Dragon. Okay,
Prancing Pony.
The Prancing Pony, sorry, not the Green Dragon. When are you doing the Green Dragon? Is that next? After Orthanc and Rivendell?
10 years time, yeah. After Rivendell, yeah.
Okay, I do recommend that everybody checks out the Scouring of Che-Shire, the event which is coming up in July.
July 23rd and 24th, yeah.
23rd and 24th, and that's 750 point tournament, isn't it?
Yeah.
God damn it, why couldn't you make it 500 points for me, Steve, so it could bring me Rohan? Okay, and at the moment, Steve is going through the very painless job of creating all the roof tiles, which he has to cut out individually and stick on.
Yeah,
but you have to do the strips, don't you?
Yeah, I do the strips.
So where are we up to now? Is this side pretty much done?
Yeah, all the tiles are on. I'm just going to coat it in PVA, just to seal it and stop them folding up. As you can see,
is that PVA? Is there anything else in that?
Just PVA and water, yeah.
PVA and water. It's a weird colour. Is that?
Yeah, it's because it had paint in it before.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And very messy, you see.
So PVA and water, and as a result, as just a little hobby tip, when you've been cutting out the roof tiles, you haven't just been snipping straight lines, have you?
No, do it sort of haphazard. Do it by hand rather than measuring. And it just gives it a more natural look, oldie worldy type feel to it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, cut some of the corners off like broken tiles and away you go.
And then hopefully, by the time Steve leaves, he'll have made a good start and maybe got most of it done on this side. Maybe that's what we're going to try and go for here.
That's the plan.
We're here. We've got cups of tea. We don't have chocolate. I'm cutting cottage cheese. That's what we've got. And we've also got some of the appendices DVDs on in the background, and interestingly enough, they've just been going about through Brie and various other environments that you're going to be creating for your tournament.
Yeah.
So there you go, some live terrain making there from Steve. I'm pretty sure none of you are in any way at all tired of seeing it. I love it. I love it. I really, really do. I know it's a bit of a joke, but I actually really, really do love it.
Get used to it, there's more coming.
Oh yes, there certainly is. You've got lots to look forward to, and hopefully next week, well, I might do 2 hobby vlogs this week. I want to be able to show these guys pretty much finished, and certainly an AMA as well. So it's currently Tuesday, so I think that you'll also get a hobby vlog on Thursday night, because there doesn't seem to be a whole load of content going out at the moment. So I shall step up and fill in the gaps. So keep an eye out for that, guys. On Thursday, I hope you enjoyed just seeing a little bit of an update on the Rohirrim. Remember, for the wood technique, it's Mornfang Brown, a wash of Agrax Earthshade, and then some squiggly lines. I don't know if you can make that out in the light. We'll see. Some squiggly lines of Steel Legion Drab to do that wood effect. Then we've got to do some rebasing on these guys, paint the horses, and then I think the next big thing is going through all the metallics and the leather as well. And then these guys are pretty much really on their way. So as ever, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe. Make sure that you support your Hobbit hosts by checking the links in the video description below, particularly if you want to back the Adventures in Arda series over on Hotgates Gaming. Make sure that you go and check out the Patreon for Hotgates Gaming to support the content that I produce. Of course, we've had some exciting news because SBG magazine, there has been some leaks of the cover, which looks pretty cool. So a lot to look forward to then. Make sure that you get yourself down to Desolation of Stockport so that you can see, or be one of the first people to have that in your hands, have a physical copy. Make sure that you ask Tom and Damien, how do I pay? I always love that. Make sure that you support your Hobbit hobby, guys, and happy strategy battle gaming.